G'day everybody, welcome to the Monday night Pink Panda stream. Just a quick change of scenery from the Tiger cast for those who are just tuning in there as well. How are you, Sarge? I can see you in the chat there. Welcome, mate. Yep, the double tonight. It was actually your comment that that probably triggered me to do it, to be honest. Oh, Kano. Tier 1 sub, thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. You're an absolute legend, Kane. Thank you for all your comments and stuff as well during the Tiger cast tonight too. Much appreciated. That music's very loud. But I appreciate the sub, buddy. Thank you. 7 months. That's crazy. It's been that long. It doesn't seem that long ago that we just started, but no, I appreciate it, Kane. You're an absolute legend. And VIP. I haven't actually fully looked into that yet, if I'm being honest, Sarge. Let's see what happens. I think you can. Oh yeah, I suppose you can invite friends. Maybe it's something to try for next time. If anyone else wants to download Prominence Poker, it's free, and we can try it next time. Why can't I invite people? Oh, maybe because it's still loading. But, hey, Grok, how are you, mate? It was a good pod. It was a good pod. Not sure what was more entertaining though, the pod chat at the start or the talk at the end off air. My goodness, could you imagine if that was still running? Yes, Bauer's name. Good call, Kane. Interesting to see where he's at. You kind of hope it'd be interesting to see if he does get a couple of games this year. But have you heard anything about him, Kane? Is he tracking well? Is he impressed? He's putting a lot of work. Okay, that's good. It's just hard. Like, it's such a buffed forward line, isn't it? Like, he's only going to get in if there's injury or something happens that a spot opens up, I suppose. But I mean, if the opportunity arises, you just got to take it with both hands. 6 rounds is worth shooting in for. Yeah, does love a tangent, but I know you missed the start, like the very, very start. But even the chat, people, I was even getting ripped into. Everyone, I think it was because of the bloody outline on my camera, because I had a background. It chopped off maybe 1% of my hair, and it made me like I was bald. Well, I probably will go bald eventually, but I was getting hammered. First time in 7 years, I reckon, I've had the chat tee off on me. It was a good experience. No, it's honestly one of the best parts about the show, is the fact that the listeners feel comfortable enough with all of us to just rip shreds off us and have a bit of fun, have a laugh. We love it. It's good fun. It's very good fun. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, the Bradkey comment actually from Tig sort of saying that, oh, okay, let's go. Oh, Grok, thank you. A 7-month streak as well. Thank you very much, Grocky boy. You're a legend. Much appreciated, mate. Yeah, the Bradkey one actually surprised me that we are looking towards him. I was a little bit shocked by that. I'm not sure if my reaction said as much. Oh, 10 jack to start with. Very good. And I agree with you, Sarge. I think Samson Ryan's next game should technically be his debut. I will never ever hold judgment on him for that game against St Kilda. Never. It was just ridiculous. So I don't hold that against him one bit. Yeah, it is a good point, Grok. I just thought that Narkle maybe offered a bit more versus... This is probably me not knowing much about Bradkey. What are we doing here? Oh, I don't want to call 100 with 10J. Alright, fuck it. So I suppose the Bradkey one's a bit more of a long-term look, but I just thought that because of our potential recruiting of... We're going after... We've got like Himmelberg or King in our sights and whatever. It's like, well, how does he fit into it all? I agree, Sarge. That game from him was horrible, as much as it pains me to say. Just, he was injured within the first 5 minutes and nothing was going his way. It was never going to be his night. Yeah, yeah, but then where does Bradkey fit? Or is he not key forward? Is he a bit under? Is he like a Cumberland size forward? Oh, I'm not going to call 400 on just a pair of Jackson, I think. Agile, okay. Oh, maybe it does work then. But what did you other guys think of the pod for the first one of the year? It was actually good to get all 5 of us on. It doesn't happen all that often. I feel like it went smoothly. Yeah, it does, Sarge. It's going to be interesting to see what percentage of game time that is. Like we were saying, it's smoke and mirrors, as Travis Cloak would say, or is, I don't know. Trent Coleman, that's so good. Actually, my father-in-law, before he left tonight, did mention to me something about a new nickname for Trent. I wasn't sure what he meant, but that's obviously what it was. That's very funny. Oh, wow, I would have actually won that hand. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand it, Kane. And Hugo was in my thinking as well, but for me, Pickett, it's just his aerial ability and the way he goes back with a flight of the ball to intercept marks or get a timely spoil in that no one thinks he's going to get to, I think is just really valuable to our game style. But I just haven't heard a lot about him, to be honest, this pre-season, which might be a good thing, I guess, but... Yeah, honestly, I know a few of you guys have done it at 22 over the last few months, but picking a 22 with a fully fit list was bloody hard. It was, even the backline, like, my backline at the moment, like I sort of said, was on the assumption of, well, with Gibcus out, but when that changes, I don't know what happens. Short out of the side too. Yeah, I don't think Short will ever be out of the side. I think he will, but he won't be using the middle. There's now no need to. Not that I didn't think it went badly, but there's now no need to play him in the guts, which is good. I think, like we sort of said, I think we're going to see a more settled back line, which I think is really important to how we play. And we didn't have it a lot last year. Yeah, the Graham one's interesting. I feel like he's one of those players the club hold in really high regard, but again, it's how does he fit in? Does he play the Kane Lambert role, but can someone else do that better? Like, if we weren't going to play him... about 2 pair. If we weren't going to play him, should we have looked to do the trade while there was some interest? I don't know. Ross's last month was good. He did show some good signs. My worry with him is that he's too one-dimensional. I think he's a good inside mid, and that's where he plays his best footy. Doesn't cut it as a winger, doesn't cut it as a half-back, from what I've seen anyway. But, hey Jez, how are you? What's going on? Hope you've had a good day. But, yeah, it's definitely... It's tough to pick a 22. Like, even Castadian, like, I know we all shit-can him and people, he's got his haters, I get it. But I would have won that hand too. It's like Georgie probably doesn't even get... If Koch is forward, like you guys said, he probably won't even get a look in. Yeah, but is there other people who can play that Lambert role? But I don't know. It's so difficult. What will be fascinating is what we do. Okay, let's go. Ah, thank you, Chaz, for the sub. 2 months in a row. Thank you. Much appreciated. I appreciate that. Absolutely always up for a laugh. Usually it's my expense as well. Happy for that to be the case too. But I appreciate your support, Shiz. How's your day been? How's work going? Hopefully a nice cruisy day. Light hit here. Ooh, a bit of a nothing. Yeah, Bolton could play that role. Yeah. Oh shit, it's on me. Oh, I've called 30. That was bad. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we do. But what will be interesting is what we do. Oh, I'm not going all in. What we do for the North Melbourne and the Melbourne games. If we tinker a bit, or if we kind of show our hand a bit and play full strength, I don't know. Oh, it's downloaded. Yeah, I'll work out how to go. I don't know if you're going to do a tutorial thing or not, Sarge. Let me know once you're at like all the main menu shit and it's like set and ready to go. And I'll go back to the main thing and try and invite you. We'll see how it works. Work was a little hectic, but we got there. That's good. Hopefully no rude customers today. Hopefully they're all very polite to you. As we said, you don't deserve to go to work to cop rude customers. On a flush draw? No, wouldn't have got it. Wouldn't have got it. 6-hour round trip, that's... How do I leave? Oh, here we go. Sit down. Wait. Alright, I'll leave the game, Sarge, and we'll try and find it. Yeah, 6-hour round trip for a practice game is pretty intense, I would have thought, Grok. Alright, so we want a quick play, but I want to be able to invite friends. Why can't I do Yeah, his work up the ground was good. No, I want to invite friends. No worries, Chess. Thank you so much for dropping by, and thank you so much for the sub. That's really appreciated. All good. Tell the hound I say hi. Loving his setup. We're sort of, he might have told you, but we're talking about doing a co-stream, like one of those guest star streams at some point in the future, whether it be Fortnite or Rocket League or whatever it might be. So we'll definitely try and work something out in the future. But no, I appreciate you stopping in and the sub. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we'll try it out for sure. Right, hey, how are you, man? How the fuck do we do this? Multiplayer, casual games. Dicks! Oh, it scared the shit out of me. Well done, man. Well played. Oh, okay. See if that works, Sarge. Don't worry about Tiggs. I fucking copped it at the start. Now I'm more conscious than ever about my hair. I'm going to wear a beanie or a hat from now on. Nah, it's all good. It's all fun. Yeah, I copped it massively. I might have to try and work out how to make clips of that stuff and try and get the chat in the picture as well, because some of the shit that comes up is bloody funny. Vape 71. Yeah, I like that one too. You shaved your beard. Like it is, because the bloody outline. I will see if this works, Sarge. I imagine that if I had to change that to private, we could have a private table. Bitch, please eat it more than you. Oh yeah, the Tig stuff was relentless. People were just going to town. It was very funny. Well, I feel like that might work. So if anyone, not that we'll maybe necessarily do it tonight, but maybe another night, that if anyone else wants to download Prominence Poker, I reckon we'll be able to have a private table with at least 8. Oh, yes. Yeah. That one, that was a savage comment, but it was a little bit funny. Oh, fuck. See now, Sarge, don't snipe me here, please. Which character are you, Sarge? Yeah, it was pretty. It was funny, but oh, yeah, I'll call it brutal. Shane 70. I wonder if I can edit his username at the start. I don't think I said it loud enough at the end off air, but when he was going on his rant, like, oh fuck, we're still live, but he didn't hear it. This was just disappointing. And I wasn't sure. I was tempted. I mean, I wanted to sort of flag what you told us about that other little practice game that happened with Carlton, but I didn't want to get you in the shit, so I just let it go. No, but like I was saying, the banter's good. So I think for our first show back, I think there was about close to 300 live views. Okay, I thought it was the case, and that's why I didn't say anything. I would have always messaged you or asked you first before doing anything like that anyway. But yeah, I think we had about almost 300 live views across all platforms, which was good. Comments were coming in, which was good. Oh, Sarge has won a hand. First hand. 2 pair. Okay. Oh, wait, look at your chip stack there, Sarge. What happened at the training session gig? I mean... Oh, fuck. What's that happened? Covered up my card, Sarge, so you can't snipe me. Oh, let's approach you, yeah. Gonna pretend phone call, I coincidentally have a rest right next to you. Fucking hell. It's so hard, like, you're gonna cop that so much. Maybe there could be a perk to members who subscribe to the potty, Michael. You send them a link to the StreamYard lobby so they can... Oh. I'm not sure if I want people to hear some of that stuff or not. I have thought about, though, because Chief keeps telling me, and I'm sure he's done it, I just haven't seen it. But Chief keeps telling me he set up a Patreon, if I've said that correctly, link for the Tiger Cast. But when you do things like that, you've got to have other things or content available that is of benefit for people to actually subscribe or pay or whatever happens. And I suppose that was going to be one of the things, I guess, was whether we did like an extra show, even if it was once a month, but it's not so much, not necessarily about footy, but it could just be about, it could be about anything. So it could just be a Skype or a Zoom call with everyone in it, because I think there's a limit on that lobby, so maybe it could be a private chat with us guys and 5 others and we just rotate, I don't know. Yeah, kind of, but like I said, I haven't really heard back from Chief about having it all set up, so it's probably a bit redundant in that sense. I think a couple of parents who came up to you and really nice about it. Yeah, 100%, man. If they're going to have reasonable conversation with you and not pressure and be rude or whatever, then I think it can only be a good thing. Mordiumbo Morris. So are you watching just local level clubs, or are you watching NAD League clubs? Oh god. Hey. Yeah, I wouldn't be against doing other little one-off side chats, honestly. Yeah, where they subscribe to this, or if we have a Patreon thing that's apparently set up, that they get like an hour extra show where you can ask anything and just open talk or whatever. I don't know, I'll think of something. I still need to make a stubby holder. I just don't think I have the ability to make it how I want it. I won't have the logo, but maybe just have writing in a bit of a basic format, but that's all good fun. Oh, okay, so in NAB League starts, you do both. Yeah, right. NAB League is, I feel like for you, NAB League will be better. Oh, maybe it won't be. Because at least the, actually, it might be worse. Would it be worse? Because the kids there, the parents know their kids are good, so maybe they've got higher expectations and want to pick your brain even more because the next step is obviously being drafted. Or is it worse having the parents at local level trying to get their kids into the NAB League? NAB League's way worse, okay. Because of those reasons? Because it's that one step before getting drafted, so they're trying to give them every inch and opportunity they can. Grok, you're lucky at work today. Only had one participant all day turn up. One. Jeez. So what did you do for the rest of the day? Was there like paperwork and stuff you could do to keep yourself busy? Oh, cool. What have you got, Sarge? Oh, I'm not playing for 100. Yeah. It's so hard, like, I don't know. I can see why the parents would do it. I don't think I would ever do it myself, though, because I suppose having been there on the coaching side, because I've done stuff at the Stingrays and stuff as well, it ultimately doesn't actually help you or the kid. If anything, it can sometimes have a negative effect. Like you said, though, it's totally fine for those parents who are actually genuine and show interest in you and what you do and aren't just there to try and pump up their own kids' tyres. Totally different. But the ones who just try and pump their kids' tyres up, I reckon that it can actually have a negative effect in some cases. 10 to 4, so it's an hour late. Ah, okay, paperwork. Okay. It's not the worst though, is it? At least you get a chance to catch up on bits and pieces. Okay, lesson plans. Yeah, nice. And at least it's done though. You have to worry about doing it down the track. Yeah, it'll work. And mine's gotten very busy. It's always busy this time of year till about May, but it's I don't know. Oh, Sarge wins again. 2 pair. Oh, no pair. Well done, Sarge. We've got 6 lesson plans to do. How long does the lesson plan have to go for? I remember after doing that for, shit, what was the subject even called? I'm not sure what subject it was, but part of it was we had to go and do teaching or coaching at the local primary school when we were in high school. Oh, God. Oh, 5 hours. Fuck. Yeah, no, you're not too bad, Sarge. You find a couple of hands, doing better than I am. Yeah, so we had to end up writing lesson plans in high school, but that was only for like a half an hour session. What's happened, Min? Did you download the poker as well? Oh, you go for a morning walk. Oh, that's alright. So you got kind of got other things in there that substitute a bit of the time. That's good. Because if it was 5 hours of full-blown learning... Ugh. Oh, did it? Yeah, it's a bit weird. Not sure what happened there. Not getting great cards here. Like, there's only 3 of us here. I'm probably going to move the camera back up the top, Sarge. I trust you that I do trust you that it's minimised. You're not going to snipe me, but I think it's just more beneficial or more enjoyable, I suppose, if people can actually see the cards. It probably makes more sense, doesn't it? Otherwise, no one knows what I'm doing, or no one can bag me for folding. Oh, that's the first time I've actually had to pick that. Profile creations. Ooh. No worries, man. Thanks for dropping by, mate. Thanks so much for joining in on the potty as well, mate, with the comments and bits and pieces. So, no, I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Hopefully everything goes well for you, the profile creations. It's only going to get... Oh, my God. It's only going to get busier for you. But, no, I appreciate the support, buddy. Have a good day, and we'll no doubt speak in the Discord and whatnot. If you've still got... If you've still got the AFL quiz questions in the next few weeks or something, we can run one of them too. I've got a sports quiz ready to go. A 20-question sport quiz that I'll probably plug and advertise in the coming days to do maybe later this week or next week, which will be good. Okay, no, all good, Sarge. I trust you, mate. I trust you. Oh, nice. Nice. Good one, Min. If possible... Oh, 25 should be okay, because I've done... What, the first one we did was 35. I've got a 20-question sports one, so 25, that should fit in fine. Well, yeah, just send it through whenever, and I'll factor it in, because I've got to do a music one as well at some point, too. Well, Sarge is still in here. I folded Sarge, so it's... Oh, we bet 10. Oh, Ace King's got the high card. Oh, he's won with a high card. Stop it, Sarge. See you, man. Thanks, mate. Have a good night. That's good from you, Sarge. Cheeky little $10 bits. Oh, g'day, Hound. How are you, mate? Thanks so much for the sub, buddy. Much appreciated. Especially taking time out of your stream to come across as well. Thank you. How's your stream going? 2 months. You're a legend. How did your Rocket Leaguing go? Yeah, and hopefully it all went well. And you got a few duds. No, I appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. very keen to work out how this bloody guest star thing works as well with you. We'll have to work out a game. Did I flop a straight? Oh, I flopped 2 pair. Oh shit. Sarge's still playing. Ah dear. Well, I'm going to raise. 115 in a row. That is elite. What were you playing? Duos? That's crazy. You would have got a few clips from that then. Hopefully you were getting stuck into the people in there. Playing duos? Nice. That's awesome. Fuck. What, have I gone on with 10 chips? That's... what game did you want to look to do? Yeah, sucked in. Oh, I flushed it! No! Oh, shit! He riveted a flush. Wow. That is filthy. Riveter flush. Oh, and I celebrated too early. Yeah, we can definitely do Rocket League or Fortnite for sure. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of articles I wouldn't mind reading. I might try and find some of those just to see how it works. But I think it sounded, from what I remember, pretty straightforward to set up, and that it just allows us to have both our face cams on on both of our streams. And then, yeah, if we're obviously playing in the same game together, it works well that way. So, no, we'll definitely give it a run. 15 games in a row, though. That's good. And so you were saying you got your overlays from Etsy, was it? It looked really good. No worries, mate. Enjoy Siege. Enjoy. Thanks for popping in. Thanks so much for the sub, mate. Really appreciate it. I'm stoked to be able to, you know, have people like you in the community and work alongside you with things and help each other out. It's good. Really, really good. And we'll get that guest star thing happening as soon as we know what the hell we're doing. Yeah, definitely, Sarge. Agree, mate. The Jackbox things. Like I said, I saw you were streaming it, and I'd literally just laid down to go to bed. And I saw it was still running, so I checked it out because I've heard a little bit about it, but never quite understood fully how it works. So, thanks for the alert. No worries, mate. Speak soon. Enjoy the rest of your stream, mate. Thank you so much. Yeah, Sarge, I think that game has definitely got a lot of potential. See, and that's another one that potentially multiple people could co-stream together with that guest stars thing and have everyone's face cam up on a screen for a few extra laughs. So there's different packs on Steam, I'm guessing. I just don't know which one to get. Oh, Sarge again. Very good. I still can't believe I fucked up that other hand. Like I said, the round I was watching you play was the drawing on a t-shirt. About 9 packs. Okay. Is there like one pack that's clearly better than the others? I think I keep reading there's something about a party pack or something. I'm not sure if that's the right one. I bought 3, okay. Among Us, yeah. I've never played that, actually. I've never played it. I think I probably need to look into, like, actually watch a few streams of it to... Like, I know how kind of werewolf and that works, but I'm not sure if there's other bits and pieces that happen in there too. The other games I was looking at today, there's like an escape room one, where it's all puzzles and stuff, but you can work together with someone, which I thought was a bit interesting. I don't mind the odd escape room. But yeah, Among Us, I think I need to look into that more. The other thing I did have that hasn't worked, which is really annoying, is I saw this app thing called... Shit, what was it called? Intro fights. So basically, you know how when the stream starts, there's like the starting soon screen? Well, there was a little app thing you could download, and anytime someone typed in the chat, it would assign them an emoji, and the emojis would all fight each other, and you would fight for points and battle it out or whatever, just while nothing was happening. But for some reason, I can't get it to work. But it would have been pretty cool. That was one of them, Sarge. Yep, we were here. That was one that I did see. Have you played it? Got any thoughts on how that goes? There was one I was seeing that there was like, I think 2 people had like a walkie-talkie essentially, so I could see the answer to your clues and you could see the answer to mine. But then you have to try and, I suppose, describe the rooms to each other and work out how to get out. But I suppose it's just trying to find other random games to play with as many people who can play as possible. It was confusing. Okay. I'm not going to overlook the lady friend part too. Now, this is all very new, Sarge. Since when have you had a lady friend that you're talking to? What's the go here? Can it be played with more than 2 people? I wonder if there's... I'm just kind of lateral thinking of different games that groups of people play in real life that may be a video game as well. But I wonder if there's like a 10-pin bowling kind of game that you could have like a group of 10 who was playing 10-pin bowling. I did, Grok. I don't know if it's legal. Like the sites that do it, I don't know. I'm a little bit uncertain. I've got to keep looking at it though, because that would be funny. There's like other variations of it. Oh, a couple of months, mild flirtation, nothing much in it. Yeah, it's very good. Just don't friend zone yourself, Sarge. I won't give advice because I would never take advice from me on that. That's good. Where did you meet? Did you have a couple of Brookvales under your belts at the time of meeting? Cards Against Humanity. I do like that game, Grok. I do. The other game I had... Oh, I still do have it. What do I got? When I tried it when I first had the PC was Marble Stream. I'm sure you guys would have seen that. I'm pretty sure Hound actually did a Marble Stream today. I just found it didn't handle very well and was... just ran shit. But I'm not sure if they've improved it or not. But that's a pretty basic one. Everyone's get to marble and it races and so on. Evil Apples. Is that Twitch allowed? Evil... I'll check that one out. Similar to Cards Against Humanity. Okay. Oh, yeah, we'll just scroll up here to see Sage. You went on Overwatch and discovered you were both Melbourne based. I've yet to meet up for a date. That's cool. There you go, video games bring people together. That's a good way, bizarre bit of set of circumstances. I like it. So you just chat over, well, I suppose message over bot Discord Messenger and all that kind of shit. That's good. Hopefully it all goes well. Bringing a Casey Fields. Does she follow football? I know that's not the be all end all, but... Oh, goes for the Tigers. You're sold, mate. On to a winner. Very good. Maybe we can do a guest star stream like a dating show or something and really give you a helping hand. Well, don't do that then. Don't take my advice. No, that's good you want to try this. That's awesome. I'll be keen to hear some progress updates on that. Some guy streamed Evil Apple a few times. Okay. And he hasn't got strikes for it, so that's good. Evil Apple. I'll look at it. I'll check it on my phone, because if I do it on my computer screen, I won't be able to see the chat. Evil... Oh my god, I can't even spell. Evil... Apple. Same cards, different suit. Oh shit, I didn't even see what I was doing. Oh, I called 910k. Wait, no I didn't. 10. Thank god. Categories. Evil Apple's dirty as. 31 followers. Oh, yeah, I can see the different cards and stuff. Evil Apple's 3. Interesting. I might have to look at that one. It looks pretty much identical, Grok, doesn't it? To Cards Against Humanity. Is there a streamer named Some Guy? I don't know. Oh, Some Guy streamed, right. Just got that. Yeah, I just saw that person stream before, Grok. I'll have to look into that Evil Apple. Yeah, definitely going to try and incorporate a couple more games that everyone can get involved in. I think the quizzes will be good once we pump that up a bit more. I think that'll be good to engage with everyone on. Among Us, I think, is definitely worth trying. Oh, Full House. Yeah, I don't know if there's like a 10-pin bowling type game or darts. With everyone playing darts. It's like I've got to sit there and just go through the whole bloody Steam library. Hey. Ah, cheers with the bits. Thank you, cheers. Another bitty, thank you. Hope you're going well. The Hound dropped in before. He's a good man, the Hound. Oh, chair's going a bit crazy. Thank you. Much appreciated. Hopefully you're bringing me some luck with this hand. Oh, not really a good flop. Ah, chair's on fire. Thank you. Much appreciated. Oh, he raised the 200. Shit. Fuck, I don't know if I can call that. I'm guessing he's got pocket. Fuck it, we'll call. That makes things interesting. All in again. No 8 or 5. No 8 or 5. Yes! Winner, winner! That's for you, Ches. You got behind with their bits and we won a hand. Oof, sweating bullets there. Lucky that jack hit. That was very lucky. Yeah, I figured having... I think I had the ace high card as well. Definitely helped. But yeah, he made me nervous. Ches, if you're still there, how did Hound's streaming with marbles stream go? It's one I've tried when I first started and I didn't have a great deal of luck in terms of how it handled and how it played, but I might go back and watch his VOD and see if it's and see how it went, because I know it can be a bit of a fun, engaging game, I guess, with everyone being able to have a marble. But I just found following it was really tough, like trying to control it to follow it. But maybe they've improved it. And there was no music or no sound, but I mean, I can fix that. I can just put something on the background. But yeah, I saw he was running it nearly today, I'm pretty sure. So, did you say, oh, you busted out, or spectate? Oh, so you couldn't buy back in? Oh. I'll call 10 just cause. We're almost back up to even after losing the first 1,000. That was nasty. Didn't even see that flush draw. Oh, that's not good. I felt like a lot of people enjoyed it and interact with the game, which means more viewers. You might have to ask him more one day. Easy, quick game. Yeah, no, I might. Yeah, I definitely will ask him more about it. Like I said, they may have had further improvements since I tried it. So, like a lot of people do it. I think it's one of these games, if done correctly, I agree with you that it's fairly interactive, it's competitive in a mild way, and a good bit of fun. So I'll definitely ask him some more questions on that, because I've still got it. So Noah Bolter putting Dim on the ground was great to see. Oh no, it was good. And if you watch the clip close, I'm sure everyone saw it, but it looked like that Bolter had actually put him on his ass at the very, very start of the clip too, because Dimmer was like laying on his back and like as he'd just hit the ground. So I'm not sure whether he threw him to the ground or tackled him or did something before then doing the rest of the drill and knocking him over again. But like I said on the pod, I was always, when I was coaching, I was always involved in drills. was always one of those things that I would never really ask the players to do something that I wouldn't be prepared to get involved with or do myself. So holding the bags, and I know it's different at local level because you don't have the kind of help you do at AFL level, but I thought it was always important to get involved in drills and, you know, you cop a few bumps, everyone has a laugh, it builds good morale. You know, you hold the specky bag and do all that kind of shit. It's they're small things, but I think they're all, you know, they all add up, and it's I think it's always noted by the playing group when things like that happen. I was always a bit of a good goal sneak when playing footy. Never very mobile or fit, self-explanatory, but I'd pretty good goal sense, and I would always show them up for goal kicking on the boundary and shit like that. So it was always my way of, I suppose, engaging with them and having a bit of a laugh and some banter. Come on, give us a good flop here. Royal flush would be nice. Ugh, not a hell of a lot happening there. We'll go strong here. We'll go strong. Oh, he's got a fair bit of coin there, that bloke. Oh, first goal I've kicked would be on the 50 or less. Like, I never really had much depth or penetration in my kicks, unfortunately. Give me a diamond. Ooh. I can't get a bit hard there. But I was always very good on the angles, like on the boundary. Don't mind a drop punt, even just for lols, dribble goals and whatever. Did he really fold on a 10 coin bear? You dick. Oh fuck, my 6 is just probably a bit high, isn't it? Oh no. 200. Oh damn. Full house. Grok was the same. Forward pocket, full forward. Never a long kick, would always knacker it. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm quite short as well, I suppose, in comparison. But so it was always harder to get greater depth. But the thing that ended up, not that I was playing football after this, but ever since having the knee reco and then tearing the ligament a couple of times since not having a ligament anymore, it's actually really hard to generate momentum to kick long distances now, especially with a torn ligament, because you've got to generate so much force to be able to get that distance, and like, I don't know, your leg kind of goes into different angles and things like that. It's annoying because I'd love to be kicking long bombs, but even taking the boys to the park, it's you can't really kick the ball how you want to. It's probably reason to get it fixed, I suppose. But I was kicking the footy with my brother once, and I was like, I'll bet I could slot it from 30 metres in front. He's like, no, you won't. Make the distance, and I nailed the shit. He was flabbergasted. See, I always, if anything, I actually found the straight and front shots harder. I almost psyched myself out of those. I remember I was playing under 18s for Hampton Park. I don't know if I marked it or it was out of bounds on the full on the right pocket, so the wrong side for a right footer if you're kicking a drop punt. And it was about 40-45 out and right up against the fence, and I had teammates leading inside 50 everywhere calling for the ball, but there was no obvious pass on. It was too much of a risky kick. I was better off just having a shot. So I ended up going back and kicking a drop punt and I slotted it. But as I kicked it, the guy on the mark, his sledge, the best he could come up with was that he's like, "You're adopted." And after, the fuck? What? That is the shittest sledge I've ever copped in my life. But I nailed the shot. I was pretty pumped about it. But my biggest regret with football is I was always too scared of contacts and hurting myself. So I never went in hard for the ball. Never, yeah, I don't know. I have huge regrets on that. Like, I was always told to crack in hard, but I was always worried I'd get concussed or whatever. I'll probably let myself down massively with footy, because I had a reasonable amount of skill, but was never fit enough or never in the right shape to utilise it properly. Probably could have been a good midfielder or winger if I had have worked hard and did the right things, but haven't played a second of footy. Celebrate like you just kicked on after the siren, as you would, Sarge. Absolutely, kick and goal, any goal, especially if you called it. That's the hard part. You actually put the pressure on yourself before kicking it, so the celebration is warranted. You got with small hands over weird grip and ball drop in order to keep the ball control. That's the thing, like, it's whatever works though, isn't it, Grok? There's not really an exact science behind it in most cases. Like, even to this day, using my left foot as an opposite foot kick, if I'm doing it, if I'm kicking it with like Liam or friends or whatever, I'll do it properly. But if I was doing it in a game situation, I would 9 out of 10 times guide the ball down right hand to left foot. So and it's so wrong. You shouldn't do it. Oh. Hey, how are you, Hound? Thank you for the raid, mates. Welcome. Welcome. Just reliving our junior footy days. I can't remember what I've got here. Yes, welcome to the Hounds party. How'd the rest of the stream go, mate? All went well? Oh, fuck, I keep forgetting I'm going to click a button here. Howdy, let's get rowdy. Agree. It's probably the one thing I'm trying to add to the stream is for when raids happen, like I want to have effects or something happening. So I'm looking at different things on Etsy, like whether it's balloons or streamers or confetti cannons or some shit that shoot off. I'll be able to wire it up to a button, I suppose, and maybe some music of some kind. I just feel it needs celebration when you get raided, because it doesn't happen a lot, but when it does, it needs to be proper celebrated. So, no, I appreciate the raid. And he got clapped on Siege. It wouldn't be any worse than what I would get clapped on there. There's some elite players on that, though, on Siege. Some cracking players. A full-blown comp. Oh, you want to do the same? Well, if you find anything, let us know. It's, Oh, 100%. Any raid's a good raid. Like, it's always much appreciated, you know. Like, we'll always help each other out with that kind of stuff. It's, yeah, it's just good to get everyone's communities involved. Any danger of me hitting the card? Yeah, if I find the some like confetti cannons or stuff, whatever on Etsy, not that you have to use those, but I'll just happy to let you know whatever ones I find is something you may want to use or may not. But yeah, I just feel like it needs to. I've seen someone have a overlay that they then bring up, and it has a slightly larger than normal face cam. Then off to the right hand side, it's almost like a bio panel. So it's like, hi, my name's Chris from the Pink Panthers. This is what we stream. This is whatever. So it goes through a whole thing. Then the game kind of comes up in a smaller little panel, so people who are already watching can still see the game. It was pretty cool, but I think this person either had it custom made or they did it themselves. But I just can't find the right pre-existing templates for that. I feel like it's something I'll have to get made. But
I fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
One of the all-time great movies there, Sarge, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Actually, it was funny you actually had a Monty Python reference tonight there, Grok. Oh, that was off air, so no one else heard that. But yes, you did. Yeah, love Monty Python. Yeah. Get around that shit. Tell it to... pink confetti. Yeah, I'll be happy for any colour confetti, but pink would be alright. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, Monty Python, Sarge, I think it was my nana every time I went to her house, she would always make me watch TV, like movies that she loved, right? And look, to be fair, there's a couple of absolute howlers in there along the way, but this was one of the good ones. Ferris Bueller's Day Off was another good one too. But then once I saw this once, I couldn't really go back, and then Dad loved it as well, so we'd watch Monty Python, The Holy Grail, and Life of Brian, and it's very good. But so Lauren's mum loves it as well, so her and I will often rattle off different quotes from time to time, but Lauren hates it, cannot stand The Holy Grail. She thinks it's the most stupidest movie. So it's always a funny battle when that's on TV. Oh, what was the sledge, Grok? What did I miss? I don't like missing sledges. Yeah, Pink Confetti go to the name. Happy for that. Do we play Rust still? We're actually talking yesterday. I think the Rust servers reset on last Friday from memory. So Herbert actually, we're like, yep, alright, we'll get back into it. We'll have another go. Herbert went into the server we usually play on to build a starter base. I'm not sure what location he was in. He put together the starter base, was out hitting barrels and stuff, and then he got two guys come down on a mini helicopter, killed him, and then raided the base. And it must have only been stone, or well, it would have been twig, I'm guessing. So I don't know whether we're going to have another crack at it, but he got shit on pretty bad. It was a bit deflating. So, what are you guys still playing? This is Doubtfire. That's an interesting one. I haven't watched that in years. Robin Williams, though, what an actor. Best that I've ever used was during a practice intra-club match. Line up on my twin brother as he was lining up. I yelled at him that I'd been inside his mother. Let's just say he missed. That's epic, Grok. Were there any teammates from either side that didn't know that you were twin brothers by some miraculous chance they couldn't work it out? That is great. There's no way anyone could kick a goal after that sledge. That's so good. That's very good. I've been saying mother. Factual and funny. You saw the... Alright, I'll see if the guys want to do a quad. Hound. How deflating is it though when you like start a base up and then you get killed and raided within 24 hours? Like, it's hard to then regain the motivation to start again. But if they're keen, I'll check with them tomorrow because I'll see them at work. If they're still keen to have another go on Rust, and it might be good on a quad one to have an extra hand, an extra head to help get stuff moving. Gives us a better chance, I guess, doesn't it? Yeah, that is a great sledge, Grok. We'll have to work that into a podcast something, I reckon. 100% Hound, agree. And that was the problem, because he jumped on during the day, well, we were working from home, but me and the other guy in Sock Puppet were so busy that we couldn't get on during the day to help out. And you're right, to do it, you've got to have the numbers on there to be able to... Oh, I've got a flush draw, but that's a very low card. You've got to have the numbers on to be able to get things done and reduce the chance of getting raided. Oh, it's huge with Talk. Apparently they like griefed him after as well, were like taunting him and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I didn't like the COVID lockdown stuff. Overall it was shit, but we played this quite a bit during lockdown, and there was a period of time where our work, where we couldn't work much, we were reduced to like half days kind of thing. And we would just be on Rust for the rest of the day, and we were slaying it. We were absolutely destroying it because we were able to sink the time in to get everything set up and get ahead of the game. So it is important to have good numbers early. According to the assistant, your dad was standing near them, and he said, "So have I." That's very good. You'll have to tell that story next podcast. I'm not sure how we'll work that in terms of relevance, but I think people need to hear that. That's very funny. I always rated myself as a reasonable cricket sledger, but don't think I've ever come up with anything as good as that. Oh, I lost connection. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, cricket's, I say cricket sledging. I was more very good at being able to get under the skin of batsmen. Just very minimal picking shit on people and nothing too bad. Would never cross the line or do anything bad, but was always very good at it. The only problem is like being a batsman higher up the order, that when it was my turn to go back out there, you copping all kinds of bounces or whatever, and it gets a bit shit to deal with that. But another card. 4. But I'd keep me, I think, off even out there while batting. Didn't always work. But then again, I wasn't playing extremely high levels either. I think the highest I played was A grade. Played a couple of turf games. Probably should have done better and played more turf. I was always told to, or I should have, but I was probably happier in my comfort zone. He's faced more balls than his boyfriend. They're so good. Yeah, it's always a good part of the game. Really got into a punch on with a bloke in the middle of the pitch. Oh, would have had traps. And ended up having to deal with him on a work-related stuff many, many years later. We both had a good laugh about it. Acknowledged we both had white line fever. My brother once told me he matched up on a bloke, and he was like to him, no, I wouldn't have. Need the 3 or the 8. Oh, I missed this. He's like, is that your missus over there? The kid was like, yeah, and he said, I'll take her off your hands. Funniest cricket ones I heard was watching my cousins play. This big bloke is 130 keg. Was bowling one of my cousins. Yeah, he not only eats pies, but he bowls them too. And keep him away from the ball. His teammates are serving up pies today. See, that's almost a bit too far, but still very funny. The wicket keeper said the bowls didn't take my head off. Expecting for 6, looked around, touched the bat like it was hot. That's the shit I'm talking about now. That's exactly right. If you can, if you can cop the sledge while out there, and then pull off a good shot, it's 100% worth turning around and giving a bit of lip service back to them. Just make some second guess. Like, I always loved it when the keeper slips, like, oh, you've got him in all sorts, he's not going to do anything with this next ball. And then, yeah, you just put it over the fence or whatever. But it probably actually undid me a couple of times. I'd probably try too hard. I always just saw it as a challenge. God. Or the old, how's your wife and my kids doing? That was always a good one to throw out there. Once again, probably a little bit too far, but funny. Once had someone hurl, you couldn't score in a brothel if you tried. Okay, no, it's one of the yeah, they're good ones too. That's a good one, Sarge.
Yeah.
When I was bowling to man-kid someone, he got pissed. Well, I can understand why he would get pissed, but if he was leaving his crease early, fuck him. That was actually a hard thing for me to not do, because I played a lot of indoor cricket while also playing outdoor, which you probably shouldn't do because it messes with your batting. But and I played indoor with my dad, and he was very big on the man cave because he played it like before I was born and everything, and then we played a bit together. And I was playing like Super League and Major League, all that kind of shit. But he always said, "Don't you ever get Mancad." And I got Mancad once, and he just stared at me, and I never had it happen to me again. But then I became very good at doing it to other people. But in indoor cricket, it's a lot easier, and obviously a lot wider accepted than what it is in outdoor cricket. So outdoor cricket, I can see why that would cause a bit of furore. But end of the day, it's not hard to stay remotely in your crease while the bowler's bowling the ball. It's pretty simple. The other thing I used to do as a wicket when I was wicket keeping in outdoor cricket, I feel maybe mildly bad about this now, but not fully, is if they play and miss or leave a ball, whatever it might be, I'll catch the ball, and then, oh, there's a flush draw out here though, but I've got two pair. Do I go ham? I'll get back to that story. I'd pretend to throw it away to the slips or whatever. Fuck, he's going to have a flush. And then as they would take like half a step out, and I'd throw it from back to where I was. Oh, I'm going to get flushed out. And essentially stump them or run them out, depending on what the umpire wanted to call. Fuck, I cannot call this. He just has to have any spade, and I'm going to lose. What do I do? That's annoying. I can't. That's not a percentage play. He's not going to show either. Fuck. That's shit. I'm not showing. That's any other card, or any other suit, and I probably would have called it. Trying to find Groxon. Where'd it go? Oh, why does it keep... The bowler got him back though. The batter had scored 70 odd at this point. Is that your missus over there cheering every run? Yep. Gee, if I had a missus that looked like that, I'd be good at batting too. Check off version. That's a good comeback. He was halfway up the pitch, and I said to him, "You're almost in Sydney." With that far up next over, I bowled his face. Spotted a bouncer. Jumped and ducked. Oh. Oh shit, I just... Oh wow. That's good, hand. You get in their head. That's what sport's all about, isn't it? The mind games, half the battle. If you're soft, if you're weak mentally, you can't handle that stuff, you're cooked. You got no chance. Yeah, it's a decent race there, Grok. There's a lot more like sort of local comedians out on TikTok these days. Some ones from London as well. But, they've got some pretty good comebacks with the hecklers in the crowd and stuff like that. But yeah, the mind games, is definitely a huge part of the game I enjoyed. Probably far too much. Got me in trouble sometimes, but... Jimmy Carr, yeah, he's got some good ones. I saw one today. Someone, but he did like almost a 2-minute bit where he said, everyone loves to heckle, so if anyone wants to get something off their chest, go for it, whatever. So he was encouraging it, so it was all fine. And someone yelled out, "When does the comedy start?" And he asked what their name was. And do you remember those in high school, the chatter boxes? Like you'd fold up fucking bits of paper, this origami set up, and you do little hand movements, and you got the... No, it wasn't rack. It was a different one. I have seen that one. That was very funny. This one ended up with being that if you want my comeback, just scrape it off your mum's teeth. was the end punchline, which was very funny. But yeah, the rack one, that's another very good one. Rack's mum. Stephen Hoff said I was going to dealing with hecklers too. Okay, I have to look at that one. You've used that several times. I mean, what do you say to that kind of comeback though? There's not much you can really run with there. Yeah, Jimmy Carr is very good. Yeah. Have you guys heard of or seen? Do you remember that Alex Williamson, the Aussie boganish stand-up comedian? I don't know how old this video was, but it was on TikTok the other day, and he had hecklers at his show. For some reason, I feel like it. Yeah, the Lucy's Aussie. Yep, that's him. Right. I feel like this video was old for some reason because he's done a lot of stuff recently, and it seems okay. But he there was hecklers at one of his stand-up shows, and I reckon he was smashed out of his mind. And he like full fucking skitzed it and was like trying to like physically kick them from the stage. People were throwing shit at him. He was just abusing everyone. He was going off his head. It was quite strange, but I don't think he was all there at that point in time. But I don't know. I just feel like that was an older video because I'm pretty sure I've seen a bit of his stuff that he seems like he's cleaned up a little bit of the stuff now. Still very funny. Yeah, he did. His online content, yeah, it was very good. Also, my favourite insult says someone is more inbred than a bunny snack. I haven't heard that one. That's good. More inbred than a bunny snack. I like that. I'll do a couple more hands. I'm getting hungry. I'm not going to eat, but doing this intermittent fasting to try and drop a few kegs again because it fluctuated back up after losing 30, and it's the not eating part after about 6-7 o'clock is killer to try and get through to fucking 12 the next day. Jim Jeffries, yeah. If you guys see any good clips of comedians and videos, chuck them in the Discord as well, in whatever section, the TikTok bit or whatever it might be. I always love watching stuff like that. Oh, 559, come on. It's always good when comedians, especially these days in the society that we're in, are still comfortable enough and happy enough to push the boundaries and limits and go places, like go to dark humour places that people maybe in normal society wouldn't do. Because, like Ricky Gervais always says, it's a joke. Like, it's not there to offend people. They're doing their job. People shouldn't get offended. It'd be a tough gig though, wouldn't it? Doing stand-up comedy. Like, you could think you've written the best jokes. And then, like, imagine hitting the stage though and it just busting, just completely flopping and getting no reaction. It would be so tough. Oh, damn, ace king. Let's pick a hand to go all in on pre-flop. If we see any cards that we like, let's go all in. Not that. 14. Sorry, what, Sarge? You lost a friend recently because they didn't like a TikTok that you made. No warning, they just blocked me out of nowhere. Really? What? Which one was it? Which TikTok? That seems... Oh, I've got a straight draw. That seems quite extraordinary measures to take. I mean, are they really a friend if they've gone to that level to block you out of nowhere based on the TikTok? I mean, I'm sure my wife's blocked the Pink Panda TikTok account from... Oh no, it actually does come up in her feed still. I have seen it. Especially just me doing a video of someone saying don't buy Hogwarts Legacy. I don't care what your excuse is. Legit was me adding it to my card on Steam. Very funny. I think that was pretty clever. That's a bit soft. If you've been blocked for that, like, fuck. Some people are just, I don't know, a little bit too sensitive with everything. Like, really, I'm far worse TikToks out there than that. Far worse. That really push the boundaries. That's what I reckon I need to start doing. I don't think I've ever done a duet. Or a stitch or whatever they're called. I reckon I need to try and expand and gain traction with doing something like that. I've seen you do a few of them. You're doing good. You get good reactions and whatnot. I just don't think... I don't think the gameplay content is working. Yeah, we did, yeah. Yeah. Tiggs asked if I was playing Hogwarts or going to buy it. If I was into the game, I would buy. I wouldn't let that other stuff influence. Or do we go all in on this? Pair of sixes. Roll race first. Show the TikTok to your friends. Oh, so like, what more could you have done? I mean, to be fair, you probably didn't even have to do that, but you've done the right thing and checked. And that's the problem is, though, I suppose, Sarge, is it only takes one person to find an offensive or whatever and push it up shit creek. Oh, fellas, we're going all in here. We've flopped a full house here. Do I slow play it though? If I go all in, people are gonna... You go all in, I don't care. Damn. All that for 210 chips. Probably should have slow played it, shouldn't I? Oh, I can... Didn't make it with the intention of pissing it off. Just wanted to be a bit of a cheeky. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, there would be thousands. Oh, look at that shit. There'd be thousands of those type of TikToks that, you know, you would obviously probably get a couple of negative comments and things here and there. But Jesus, if people can't see the intent behind something, there's something wrong with them. I mean, if I'm you, I wouldn't be losing sleep over that at all. You know your intentions. 95% of people would clearly see what you were doing. Just seems like a bit of a shit reason to block someone, I would have thought. $655 subs on the TigerCast YouTube. Not bad. I discovered I'd been blocked last night. I went all day. How close was the friend? Like on a average week, how often would you speak to them? Was it like one of your key, like core group of friends, or just a peripheral friend, like someone you just know and speak to whenever? Like if that was one of my core group of 4 or 5 close mates that did that, I would probably 100% ask them, like, why? What brought that on, and just talk through it. If it was someone a bit more on the outer, I probably wouldn't care as much, but it would still be, I don't know, I get why you would want to know. If it's someone that you felt you're reasonably close to, oh, I fucking flush, I'll rivet it. Definitely, I suppose, doesn't hurt to ask the question, like, yeah, if you want to know the answer, though, I suppose no harm in asking. So, look, notice that you blocked me, just checking is everything okay, like what brought that on? Yeah, I don't know. As long as you're prepared to have to deal with the response, I guess. The pesky ace. Yeah, I would probably go that path as well, Sarge. Like I said, unless it was someone in like your real inner core sanctum of close friends. I've got a terrible memory. Yeah, I wouldn't let it try and bother you too much. Like you said, you know what your intentions were. And based on how you described the video, I mean, that sounds pretty obvious how it would have played out. Yeah, exactly right, Hound. We will never judge anything like that. We're all for the humour, the dark humour. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that I guess there's always sometimes a time and place for it, but it's not what you did. Honestly, wasn't that. I don't think was that bad. But, oh yeah, absolutely, girl. Like, like the post podcast chat. Like if Tig's rant had have been on while it was live, the reactions would have been interesting. kind of similar vein to what you're talking about, just in terms of how things are taken and perceived versus intentions. It's a weird world we live in now, but yeah. I won't go too deep into it because it's his one, not mine. But it's just about, I suppose, like equality in workplaces and just how hard it is to be able to be yourself now. Like, and have banter and have jokes without. All it takes is one person to be mildly offended or take it the wrong way, even though there's no intention, and then you're all of a sudden having to answer questions and do training and stuff like that. It's a real thing though, like it's happening everywhere. But I suppose that's where things like this, with like, you know, gaming communities that we're all kind of creating, I'd like to think, you know, these are all safe spaces where people can express themselves and be themselves and no one gets judged. You know, there's obviously lines that you obviously can't be full-blown, you know, racist and all that kind of stuff. But everyone knows that. Everyone's smart. You know, we've all got good common sense. My gender is a Russ helicopter. I told my friends that I identified as a penguin on stage. Definitely, generational thing did play a little bit of a part. And it's a real thing. Like, it's... yeah. Identify as a panda. Oh, you tweeted the Monty Python clip? Yeah, nice. Once you started explaining it, I did remember the one you were talking about. Oh, yeah. But I'm getting copping shit on Twitter now, in DMs. So the Tail, who we even gave a shout out to and reference tonight on the show, sends a message with a screenshot of the start of it. He's like, "I just started. Fuck me. Michaels looks like Captain Comb Over." Okay. It doesn't look good if I'm being. Yeah, no. See, it's because I've chopped off like the top 2% of my head. Yeah, that's not going to go away anytime soon. Oh dear. Crisp, yeah. You identify as Michael's penis. Short and stumpy. Oh, what cards have I got? Oh, jeez, thank God for that. There's a Colt M5 pistol. I'm just going to keep checking. I don't know if you could tell, Grok, but once all the hair thing died down, I kind of like started to like slump and angle myself so the camera would bring in the top part of my head to even it all out. Got desperate. Oh, the helicopter. Oh, Kobe. We had a few Kobe dark moments at work because it was really, really bad timing. I mean, his death was terrible as it was, don't get me wrong, but at pretty much almost simultaneously at the time of the accident, we were about to launch or had launched, or was very, very early phases of his, be like an entire Kobe range after him being Spalding. And it was like, it was everywhere. And like, holy shit, what do we do now? And we had to keep running it because it is what it is. But yeah, so there's a lot of poorly made chopper jokes in there at some point. It was like, how soon's too soon? Chopped into pieces. His last tongue, oh god. Speaking of helicopter rides, Did anyone else see the 60 Minutes bit last night with the the Dreamworld helicopter saga? I agree, Sarge. It was really hard to comprehend that. Shane Warne was probably the other one that was hard to comprehend. That one actually rattled me a little bit, the Shane Warne one. But yeah, that Dreamworld helicopter thing was quite remarkable that crash even happened. Like, I don't know how the pilots didn't see each other. Alright, I might, depending on the flop here, we might push really hard. Yeah, Taylor Hawkins, yeah. Oh, 3 weeks earlier you saw him, Jesus, yeah, that's really fresh, isn't it? Blind men fly. Mate, they honestly, they may as well have been hound. It has to have been a blind spot in the design of the helicopter. That's the only... Or if there was sun glare, I don't know. Just crazy they didn't see each other. Yeah, the Taylor Hawk one's rocked quite a few people, I reckon. He's sort of the character that don't land well. Oh, what's this person got? Fuck, we're going all in here, fellas. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna try and either get her out of the, or him out of the pot. Oh, quick call. That's not good. Ah, yeah, boy. Oh, lucky. He didn't make it. Jesus. Savage. Oh, we got a flush draw. Saw a couple of Harry Mack's new videos today. Very good. Oh, did I? Didn't we all check? Or did I bet? I didn't bet. Oh, heads up poker. Oh, what happened, Sarge? Torn races. Oh. Oh, I might leave this one. Didn't do too bad from that. Turned around thinking I was alone in my room, turned to see the dog just on your bed staring at you. I had no idea she snuck in. Yeah, that would scare the shit out of me too, actually. Does I feel it's not here? Oh, gosh. Oh, golden skull. Sure. Who to raid? Is there anyone we should raid, Grok? Any up and comers? I've clicked back. Okay. Yes, I'm sure I want to exit. I'll go back to just chatting. I've not been to a Foo Fighters concert, but they look unbelievable. I feel like it's one of those things that would be very good to go to. Oh yeah, yeah. Kane Corn's a dick. Oh, I don't have a big forehead. Maybe case. Yeah, fuck. I'm not at case eyes level. Jesus, he's got an elite massive forehead. Um, oh, we're gonna rate this person because they're very close to us. They're called It's Panthers. Not to be confused. Playing Fall Guys. It's got a landing strip. I've got a helipad. Oh, that's fair enough. I don't mind KSI and what they're doing. Oh, fuck, I hate it when it does that. No, I'm all for the band and all that. Absolutely. All right, we're going to raid someone called It's underscore Panthers. We'll see if they pick up on the similarities between the two names, which will be interesting. They're playing Fall Guys. They got one viewer. We'll show them. We'll show them some love. Yeah, I like this Ivan too. Some of the shit they do is very funny. Oh, I like Jake. I reckon Jake Paul will win the fight. I think he'll beat Tommy Fury as well. Um, oh no, I enjoy that whole landscape. Like I think what they're all building and generating is pretty cool. They've kind of put it back on the map and got a lot more people interested in it that maybe weren't before. So they've definitely done their job. I think deep down there's a lot of them talking behind the scenes to orchestrate a lot of it, and that's okay. But I do too. But it's fucking like $8 or $9 a bottle here if you can find it. It's crazy. God, have you tried it? Someone here has tried it. I'm sure of it. Sure of it. But all right, we're gonna head over and raid. Yeah, you've tried it. Was it good? Bar the price. They're KSI and Logan Paul are coming out to Australia soon to launch it to launch it properly. They're doing Perth, Melbourne, Brisbane, Sydney, I think. Oh, is it this week, is it? Right. Well, hopefully that means we get it for a reasonable price, like a Gatorade price, instead of fucking $10. Crazy. I still wouldn't mind trying it, but maybe not for that much. All right, guys, thank you so much for $100 a bottle. Yeah, I know. For jumping on tonight. Huge thanks and shout out to Kane, Grok, Hound, and Ches for the resubs. Very much appreciated. And Ches for the bits as well. Thank you so much. All the support is hugely appreciated. The ongoing support as well, in particular. You guys all know how important it is and how much we appreciate the love. So thank you. Sarge, thank you for playing some poker, winning a couple of hands. Shout out to Min as well, who was in here before too. Kane was obviously in. Who else was in? Was there anyone else? Cheers. I think that was everyone. But no, I appreciate all the support, guys. We will go and raid It's Panthers and spam up their chat with some emotes or whatever and show some love. Oh, hang on, in order of flavours are best. Lemon, lime, blue raspberry. Okay. I'll try the lemon. I'll try all of them. Maybe not tropical, but definitely lemon, lime, blue raspberry, orange. I'll have to get one day. It's on the to-do list. All right, guys, have a good night. Thanks for those who supported the podcast as well earlier on the Tiger Cast. Appreciate that. Oh, it's cherry medicine. Yeah, no, fuck that off. All right, let's rate it up and hope you all have a good night and we will speak soon. This takes a long time to load, doesn't it? There we go.
Yo, Pink Panthers? Oh shit.